Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zelda Ace logging on, and in this video, we'll be going to get the next two shrines with the next two spirit orbs inside of them. But first, we gotta escape without that guy killing us. No, you don't. No, you don't. He's super annoying. Like, seriously, though. So, my strategy is to wait until he stops going all red, and then just walk slowly behind him so he doesn't see you, and then at some pick up pace, and then just start running for your life. And oh, forgot. These guys right here that are not gonna fight little fats, those are called keys. You encounter them everywhere, and these are undead Bokoblins called Stalanoth. No, not Stalanoths. I don't actually know what they're called. They're just little skeleton guys. In other games, I believe they're called stall children, but I don't think that remains for this game. I would actually have to check that. And you can see the shrine up there. Gonna take a quick pit stop on the way there. First, I'm gonna get this firefly. No! Nope, I didn't whistle. You didn't hear that. As you can see in the distance, there's a shack. And near this shack, you'll find some Staminilla shrooms. And there's something really cool we can do with these Staminilla shrooms that I'll show off right now. I just gotta collect a few more. One more should do. Another mushroom. Another mushroom, and hey, the old man's here. Fancy that. We meet again. What are you doing? This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry, I have an empty pot you could use to cook yourself a meal. Got any tips? Simply open your inventory, grab hold of your items, and toss them in. Try considering the ingredient. Try considering ingredients that will complement each other. You can even make a dish that will increase your stamina. It's all about being creative and trying different things. Yep, there's multiple different combinations you can make. For example, I'll take these two mushrooms and these three acorns and cook them in a pot. And we get an energizing mushroom skewer. It reheals 4 hearts, even though we don't even have that much health, and it gives us a little bit of stamina back. And you can go into your inventory, and if you ever forget, you can just click on the recipe and see what it is. And now, after you've seen that, you can also just sit by a fire. But I actually talked to the old man instead. If you're moved by any wild culinary inspiration, feel free to cook yourself a meal using my pot over there. I cooked something. Let's take a look at what you cooked up here, shall we? Not bad. Certainly not good, but not bad either. I encourage you to experiment with some different ingredient combinations. With the variety of food one can make out here in the wild is quite remarkable. Yep. I'm gonna sit by the fire this time. And now we can use this to pass time. Say you want it to be morning, you just click morning and sit by the fire. Yep. And now it's morning. Here's a bird. Oh, it's gone. Dang it. I was gonna shoot that bird and I was gonna get some meat. But don't worry. There's birds somewhere else. Right there. I'm gonna crouch for stealth so I don't miss it. Boom. I got the bird. And from killing this bird, get a raw bird drumstick. It heals 1 heart. And collect some apples. And you might be like, Zelda Ace, why didn't you just go cook all your food? Well, that would take some time. I'll do some off-screen cooking later and show off all my meals. But right now we gotta get to these shrines. So what you want to do is you gotta cut this tree like so, and it'll make a perfect bridge. And if you get lucky enough, you can pick up the Korok leaf. It doesn't do much damage, but you can blow a gust of wind, which I think is really cool. And now you gotta safely walk across this bridge. And you can either ignore those guys or kill them. I'm going to ignore them for sake of time. And up you climb. You're gonna be like, whoa, that's a tall cliff. I'm gonna need a heck of a lot of stamina for that. Actually, there's these little stop things on the way, so if you ever start to run out of stamina, you can always just stop on one of those. But cliffs are a ripe place to grab some... waiting for it to appear on the screen. Mushrooms. You can cook them into a meal, and it'll temporarily increase your speed. There's all different kinds of things you can do with food combinations. And if you don't have any food items, but you have some bugs, you can make some elixirs that have the same effects as some foods. And some foods will have no effects at all besides healing. And some foods won't heal at all. It just depends on what you throw into it. Almost up there. Oh, I accidentally jumped. Okay. It's not too complicated to get all the way to the top. There's multiple different ledges, so you don't have to take the path I specifically took. And jump! No! Uh-oh. That didn't work. Yeah, you gotta be wise about your use of stamina. I should have seen that coming. It's very hard to know when you're gonna run out. And, well, not necessarily because stamina wheel goes red, but still, you know what I mean. Oh, there's just a bird there. No, getting that other apple too. I will eventually learn how to crop my videos, but for now, I'm just gonna do that all over again. No! No, 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 no! Yeah, that's what happens if you jump off the plateau. You fall into an abyss, and then you come right back up here. So, I recommend, contrary to what I've been previously doing, be careful. Oh, you don't see me. Oh, they see me, and they're gonna throw rocks at me. Even though they can't hit me because, one, they have horrible aim, and two, I'm just like on the other side of a rock face, so good luck trying to hit me. What does that noise thing make? See on the map, like it says that we're right next to the dot. Yes, that's true, but we're also like a few 100 feet away from it in altitude. We got a restroom again. I already explained that. I will apologize for any future inconveniences with climbing. Let's just say it's not my best strength in this game. Actually, I don't understand how, like, Link finds the perfect foothold while we're, like, climbing almost upside down. That doesn't make any sense to me. Or, like, we're climbing on, like, a perfectly smooth rock face, and, like, nope, I'm gonna put my foot here. Almost there. I'm gonna make it this time. Contrary to what happened last time, I know what I'm doing. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. If your stamina wheel gets too red and you're climbing, you can push X to jump and you'll go extra high because Link really doesn't want to die like last time. But finally here. Stasis trial. You can say authenticated distilling rune. Stasis. Stop the flow of time for an object. This will be helpful for all of the puzzles inside this. And I think it is by far one of the coolest. Besides the shrine, besides the bombs, I think it's one of the cooler runes that you get throughout the game. Never mind. It does have a really long reload time. You can also stop the pause. Back there. That was close. And now we have another shield. Now we can switch between them as well. Now we gotta pick up this iron sledgehammer. Its durability is fairly high, and it's ready to pack a punch. Like so. We just sent that boulder flying. And now we go talk to this guy. Yep, a third spirit orb, only one more to go. Getting to the next shrine is a bit more complicated, as not only do you have to get there, but it's also really cold there, so you must prepare for the cold weather. Now, either you can do a side quest to get a warm doublet from the man, or you can do something, or you can just cook a cold protection meal, which is what I will do. First, I gotta get down. Climb down. There we are. I would just jump to the bottom, but then I'd die again, as we saw last time. So. Boom. No damage. I'll take that. Nope. Link it on the log. On the log. On the log. There we are. Button. And in the old man's house, he has some spicy peppers. And let's not read that. Well, not that, but I guess. Now we got another pepper. So. Later. So what you want to do is either grab them one at a time, or you can grab multiple. And then boom. Nope. Cancel. Hold. Do the same thing over again. Actually, what happens if I just cook this? Spicy sauteed peppers. And now, instead of climbing all the way up there and probably dying again, just can teleport. And you want to head in this direction. Regardless or not you can't hear Link whistling, it's just as loud as if he was. Oh. So, some people will equip their cold protection stuff right away, but it'll only do a quarter heart damage every single time. So, foods do I have? I'm just gonna move as fast as possible through here while taking damage, because my foods re-heal basically all the health that I have, so I just take one more hit and eat my spicy meal. And Link's form again. It's a bit hard to run in the snow, but it's not impossible. That's for sure. Almost to the shrine. There's just one more thing I gotta pick up on the way there. Try to stay off the snow because it makes Link go slower. So, yep, you can see the shrine in the distance, but there's one more thing I gotta claim, and that is... Ah, I enjoy gazing into the world from here. For a breathtaking view. This may be the best place to get a full view of the entire plateau. Use your scope to look for shrines when you locate one, pin it on your map as a marker. Well, you did well to make it this far without proper clothing. Please take this warm doublet as a reward for your tenacity. And now, we got a warm doublet. Boom. Now we don't have to worry about being cold anymore. You're like, oh, now I have to walk all the way down. Well, there's something really cool you should know about. If you hold out your shield, jump, and push A, you can shield surf. Of course, it takes a lot of durability off your shield, and it only works on the right conditions. Otherwise, it's pretty darn cool. Yep. You're gonna want to avoid those snowballs and run from those guys because I don't want to fight them. Oh, good thing you don't have like a bomb. Now we're at the next shrine. Cryonis trial. Secretly authenticated distilling rune. Cryonis, create a pillar of ice from a water surface. Rune extracted. And now we can make pillars of ice that we can climb. And now we can easily scale stuff like that, or open gates. You can also use it as a shield, as they're basically indestructible. And boom, ancient screw. Hey, you may be wondering why we're collecting all of this stuff. Well, later in the game you can use it for many different things, actually. They're very useful. We got Traveler's Spear, our first spear of the game, but my inventory is full, so it's inevitable. I'll just drop this because I don't need it. Yeah. You can only hold so many weapons, and you're gonna have to either leave what's in the chest there, or just drop one of your useless weapons. Same goes for shields and bows. And now let's go talk to this guy. Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial, blah blah blah. Spirit Orb. We got the fourth one, guys. We did it. Now let's go see if the old man will finally give us his paraglider.
Ho!
With this, you have now acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines of the plateau. Extraordinary. This means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first... now what? Imagine an X on your map, with the four shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Do you understand? Where the two lines intersect, connecting the lines will cross. There, I will be waiting. Now, what the heck happened to him? He's gone. Well, we're gonna figure out. Okay. So, one line going there. One going here. It's obviously this. That one temple he pointed out at the beginning of the game. So what you're gonna want to do is go to the Shrine of Resurrection. And from there, you're gonna want to go to the temple he mentioned in the beginning of the game. You could go to the tower, but I think this place is arguably closer to the temple. And plus you can do this. Never mind, I thought it would work. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah, haha, you found me. You're not Hestu, but you can see me. I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. Got a Korok seed. These will be very interesting later in the game. Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places. Yes, you can collect all of the Korok seeds, but I wouldn't suggest it. There's 900 of them. And that's not an exaggeration. Like, there's actually 900 Korok seeds. So, don't waste your time. The reward is not worth it. And as many old-time Zelda fans would know, this is the Temple of Time. Would ring a bell for some of you old-timers. I probably should have said that after I said Temple of Time. He's dead. I can't carry any more weapons, so I'm just gonna leave that there. And that statue's glowing. Well, you want to go up to it instead of finding the old man, because you won't find him. We're gonna want to go up to this statue and pray. You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being, so tell me what you desire. Yup, this is how you get heart containers, and this is how you get more stamina. I am going to get another heart container because it's just safety reasons. You wish for another heart container? Yes, yes I do. I shall grant you the power you seek. Heart container. Your life force has been strengthened, increasing your maximum number of hearts by 1. Yep. Go and bring peace to Hyrule. Now we have more life.
Ho!
Look, there's the old man. The blessing from the goddess has made you much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here quickly. Okay, let's go up there. Maybe this time he'll finally give us that paraglider we've been waiting for. Yep. It doesn't take stamina to climb ladders, but it still takes stamina to jump.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the Divine Beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, bravely collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to
Sorry about that, my controller turned off.
the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Go on. Here's the paraglider, just as I promised. Finally, we got the paraglider. This will prevent us from dying from further fall damage. Whenever we're falling, we can just press X and we'll be able to glide. With that, you should be able to safely fly up the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. Yep. So that's it. In the next episode, we will go and seek out Impa, who will give us advice on how to defeat Ganon. And we're also going to open that chest. Actually, let's do that right now. Soldier's bow. Cool. Strongest bow yet. So as I said, in the next video, we're going to go seek out Impa and see what advice she has to give us. This is Zelda Ace logging out. Goodbye.